What's up guys, it's Adrienne. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a highly requested camera test video for my iPhone 10, iPhone X. So I'm actually gonna be comparing today my iPhone 10, my friend's iPhone 6S, and my Canon 70D, which I am filming on right now. So I'm gonna compare those and see like which ones actually take the best pictures. I am still a total skeptic when it comes to the iPhone 10 camera. Everyone says it's awesome and I still just don't get it and don't believe it. So we're actually out here in Manhattan Beach, California, putting it to the test. So let's do it, guys. Come on. All right guys, so first I'm doing the iPhone 10. I'm gonna take a picture of this lovely flower and I'm gonna use portrait mode because it'll kind of mimic that shallow depth of field that my Canon 70D has. So we're gonna see what happens with that. I will also do a regular one because I know the 6S doesn't have portrait mode. So we're gonna go ahead and take that. I have had a lot of issues with portrait mode. It glitches out, the preview is horrible, but apparently if I just take the picture, it should be fine. So actually it's looking okay. I'm very, very impressed. I feel like when it's people and when it's like low light, it's really awful. All right, we got it. All right, so now I'm using the iPhone 6S. I'm doing this comparison to kind of show you guys if you don't have a more upgraded model like the 7 or 8, what it looks like in comparison, because honestly, these cameras aren't terrible. So I'm just going to get pretty close to the flower and take a picture. It still looks pretty dang good. Obviously, portrait mode makes a difference, but what can you do? There we have it. So here is the iPhone 10 not portrait mode. I already can tell it's a lot brighter than the 6S, so that's awesome. Taking the same picture with this camera. Sorry if the audio sucks, the audio's on here. Gonna see how this compares to the portrait mode. This camera is amazing quality, but who knows? So here we have the iPhone 10 and iPhone 6S comparison. Obviously, it's not much of a comparison because this is portrait mode versus not. So of course the iPhone 10 looks way better in my opinion, definitely beats out the 6S, although the 6S isn't actually that bad. Here we have iPhone 10 regular mode, and here's where you can see the major difference. The iPhone 10 definitely is a lot sharper, a lot more pop with the colors. It definitely just is a way better quality camera compared to the 6S. And here we have the iPhone 10 compared to the Canon 70D. In my opinion, this portrait mode feature on the iPhone 10 is very, very comparable to the 70D. They are about the same price, so it kind of makes sense. But as you guys probably know, I am not a fan of portrait mode on the iPhone 10. It looks really, really good here, but if the lighting is not perfectly ideal like this situation, it's really hard to get the perfect photo. So we are about to get the photo of this house. I wanted to show you a more landscapey photo so that you can see the comparison side by side. So we're not really focused on the subject, just the house and the background. So I'm gonna get it on my Canon 70D. And this lens is very wide, so I do realize that the photos may turn out a bit differently. That's okay, it still looks really good. There you have it. All right, so now I'm using my iPhone 10. Automatically, like the colors already look really, really good. So I'm gonna take a similar photo. I'm doing it horizontally. And I actually clicked the little 1 times button to make it 2 times. So it is zoomed in a bit to like mimic the wideness of that lens. So I'm taking a couple there, just on regular mode, not portrait. I'll take 1 backed up just in case. It actually looks pretty good. 6S time, ladies and gentlemen. So same old thing. So this camera isn't bad. It has a zoom feature, so I'm gonna zoom in a little bit, and it doesn't look too horrible. I'm curious to see what these look like. So here we have the iPhone 10 on the left and the iPhone 6S on the right. It's pretty much my same comparison as last time. The iPhone 10 just pops a lot more, it's a lot brighter and sharper. So I will say you definitely can tell the difference between these older model of phone cameras and these new ones. However, I still think they're way better than I remember, so that's good. And here we have the same comparison, but we just have the wider shot and pretty much the same. And here we have the iPhone 10 compared side by side with the Canon 70D. I really like the 70D better on this particular photo, but I'm unsure if it's the coloring of it that's bugging me about the iPhone 10. Obviously on the Canon, I have a lot more customizable settings, so I really like how the Canon looks on this one a lot better. And just to clarify, I am using the Sigma 35mm f1.4 lens, and I really love that lens, so it is a wider angle and it does specialize with the shallower depth of field, but this landscape photo I do think looks really good. All right guys, so now we are right here in front of the beach, in front of these pretty flowers, this pretty bush, and I am going to do the test on Charlotte. So I am going to have this be kind of a portrait test. Unfortunately, since she's helping me film this, I won't be able to film me doing it, but I'm gonna show you the pictures right now. So here we have the iPhone 10 portrait mode versus the iPhone 6S. Obviously a very, very clear difference here, but I will say what I don't like about the iPhone 10 portrait mode here is that it will not let me back up anymore. It makes me get very, very close to the person's face during portrait mode, which I feel like is a fluke for sure. I think that the previous models of iPhones didn't make you get so close, so I'm a little bit bummed about that. And here is the iPhone 10 not on portrait mode. I think we know the clear winner here, but I will say they are not that different given the price tag difference. And here we have the iPhone 10 portrait mode again compared to the Canon 70D. They aren't the exact same photos, so it's sort of hard to compare, but again, I do think they're pretty comparable. I love the 70D. The lighting did change a little bit in between these photos, but I do think that they are pretty comparable here. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this camera test and got a little bit of helpful information. Comment down below letting me know which phone you guys have and if you are considering upgrading or if you have a Canon camera. I'm very curious to hear what your guys' thoughts are, because the reason I came out and did this today is just because I really want to know, is the iPhone 10 camera actually better than the rest? I don't know. I am a little more convinced after today, but it's up to you. Let me know what you think. I don't know. I'm still torn. If you guys are new to my channel, be sure to subscribe down below and click the bell for all the notifications of my videos. I do a lot of stuff like this, and feel free to always leave me recommendations. Constantly listening to you guys. So yeah, that's it for this video. I'll see you next time. I love you so much. Bye.